Once upon a time, you see, in a strange land not far away, I met perchance a little bee upon a most unusual day. And when I asked her who she was, she told me, Maya, no other bee could ever be like Maya. Maya, why you question me? Why is no answer for a bee? My, she's always in a pretty pickle, Maya, helping someone else's little Maya. Maya, everyone loves Maya. Maya, 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 come tell us what you see.
Oh, it's hot. But hot's not even the right word. It's so hot that it's killing me. Hey, what's going on? Do you know that I nearly choked? Huh?
Oh, sorry if I frightened you. This heat is killing all of us. If only you knew how thirsty I am. Oh. So delicious. It's a blessing to be able to drink. How...
Oh, what a heat wave. I must find a cool place to shelter from the sun. Oh, there's a flower that hasn't opened its petals yet. It's sure to be cool inside.
Hey, who's that coming in without knocking? That's no way to behave.
Sorry I bothered you.
Are you also looking for a cool place to shelter Maya?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, but we got here first, as you can see. Please don't be cross with us.
I'm sure you'll be able to find somewhere else.
Yes, don't worry. Well, that's that then. I'll have to keep looking.
Oh, be careful. Why don't you watch where you're going?
I could ask you the same thing, fathead.
Now, that's the limit. You pushed that stupid dung ball of yours straight into me.
I roll my ball where I want to.
That's plain to see, dung beetle.
Are you trying to insult me? You'll get a hiding for that.
Come on, come on.
Right, I'll show you.
Stop! Don't! Stop fighting. It's the heat wave that's making us all so grouchy and grumpy. Oh, Kurt, please be reasonable. We're all too hot. That's no reason to fight.
Left, 2, 3, 4.
Left, 2, 3, 4. Left, 3, 4.
Oh.
What's going on here? The traffic has come to a standstill. Get yourselves into proper lines and get moving again. Traffic rules are to be obeyed. Not so slowly. Speed it up with that ball.
Yes, I am getting on.
Are you thinking so hard that you're bumping into everything, Maya?
Oh, I think it must be the heat. It's making me quite dizzy. And there's trouble in the meadows. Everybody's irritable.
Yes, it's always the same. As soon as it gets hot, everybody gets cross and upset.
Oh, come back here! Come back here! Stop thief! Stop thief!
That lovely cake was going to be my pudding. You should be ashamed of yourself. A scandal.
Can stealing from each other also be caused by the heat?
I don't know, but it's possible.
Alexander! But haven't you seen what's just happened? A dragonfly has stolen your cheese. Oh, there he is up there. You can kiss goodbye to your
my
cheese.
Oh, help my cheese. My lovely, expensive cheese. Let go of it at once. You hear? Oh, I can't believe this. Let's at least share it between us. I'll gladly give you a nice big piece of it. Oh, no. There she goes. Will not answer me. It's just too much.
Yeah. Don't you watch out? You have to fall on me.
Oh, why is life so cruel? Must one's problems always heap up into one big pile?
What is it that you said you were going to tell me, Alexander?
I'll tell you if you promise not to tell anyone.
It must be something jolly important.
To tell the truth, I've decided to go away.
What? But why? Don't you like it here anymore?
Not so loud. Shh! The heat has made everybody a little crazy. They've started to steal from each other. That's why I'm moving away to a house.
A house?
You did promise me that you wouldn't tell anyone else. Well, there, just over those hills, an uncle of mine lives in a very beautiful house. It's quiet and cool, and I'm sure it'll be lovely. I've lived in a house like that already once before, during my student days in Vienna. But, Maya, I've just thought of it. Why don't you come with me? I'm quite sure that you'll enjoy it.
Oh, to stay in a house?
Of course. And I'm certain that my uncle will welcome you with open arms.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'd love to go, but it seems an awfully long way. I think I'll stay here.
But you don't need to be frightened. I'll be with you. And my uncle's house is really wonderful. Quite different from the fields, much quieter and more comfortable. And it's cool.
All right, I'll come. But I'll have to bring some of my things with me. You've got your rucksack. Go on ahead. I'll hurry and I'll soon catch up with you.
All right, I'll go slowly. Don't be long.
See you.
You must keep it secret, though,
Don't
remember?
worry, I won't say a word.
Don't say anything about the house or that we're both going there.
I won't.
I'll wait for you beside the big road. Yeah? To travel is a mouse's dream. To travel is a mouse's
Who does he want to keep secrets from? I heard everything. So he wants her to go with him to his cool house, does he? That pesky pain of a mouse.
It's lovely here.
But just wait, it gets much better. Now, what do you say? Do you like it?
Oh, yes! You didn't exaggerate, Alexander.
Come on then, let's go in.
I like this. It's completely different from the cornfields.
That's what I said. Nice and cool. A lovely place to live, huh?
Oh, yes, I love it. Oh! Who are they?
Sure. To tell the truth, I don't know. They weren't living here the last time I was here.
Get away from there. Can't you let an old man sleep in peace?
Big bad mouse, get out of
Uncivilized barbarians, you wait.
Hello there, Uncle Fridolin.
Yes? Alexander, what on earth are you doing here?
I'm here with my good friend Maya, and we've come to ask you if we can spend a few days in your cool and quiet house with you.
You say quiet house?
Yes, in the cornfields. It's so hot and noisy. And as it's so cool and quiet here, I thought we could come and spend a few days with you.
You hear that, Alexander? Yes, listen to that. That's been going on for days and days. And you call this a quiet house? No, the days are gone when this was a quiet house. Yes, I admit it's still very nice and cool in here. But the noise is driving me crazy, the noise. I've gone so far as to think of moving out. I don't know how I'm going to manage with you here as well, no.
Oh, Alexander, I think it would have been better if I'd stayed at home.
Now, don't you worry about him, Maya. He's getting on a bit, you know, my Uncle
But he can still hear perfectly well. I admit this used to be a beautiful house to live in, well, but ever since so many uninvited guests moved in, there's been a never-ending uproar, and if you don't mind, it would make me much happier if you just went home again.
You see? There you are.
Well, I never. You know, he doesn't really mean it to sound the way it does.
Do you think so?
I think the first thing to do is to have a little rest. That long trip in that terrible heat was really quite tiring. Let's see. Aha! That'll make a perfect bed.
Ah, this is much better.
Oh, if the wind keeps on blowing like this, it could blow my hat right off my head.
What are we going to do now, Flip, huh?
What a question. We're going into the house too, of course, and we'll spend the summer there, at least while it stays so warm.
Then let's go in, Mr. Flip. That was my first long trip, and I must say I'm really quite tired.
Yes, let's go in, darling.
Let me have a look, too. I can't see all of you.
Go on, go inside.
What's going on in there?
Be careful, careful now.
So big.
Careful.
Will you stop pushing me, huh?
Oh, stop pushing.
Huh? For goodness sake, how did you get here?
Well, you see, it's, well, we're here
Because I told them you wanted to get out of the dust.
How did you find us?
Well, that's easy. I overheard Alexander explain it to you after you decided to go along with him.
Oh.
And I must tell you, I'm really surprised that you wanted to keep this lovely, cool place all to yourselves.
Yes, Maya, that's right. We're all each other's good friends and neighbors. So don't you think we should share the good times together as well as the bad?
Yes, he's quite right, you know. And we followed you here because we're all of the same opinion.
Then don't think for one moment that we're going to go back.
I'm sorry to have to tell you that it's not nearly as nice here as you think, my dear friends.
You can keep the dear friends bit. You're just using it to try to get rid of us.
Not at all. You may stay with pleasure, but you will see for yourselves what
I
it's
must
like.
say, Alexander, that they are right. It wasn't very nice of us to creep away from the poppy fields like that. I'm sorry, and I invite all of you to spend a couple of days with us.
It's my fault. I was the one who told Maya to keep it a secret.
Forgive and forget. Come on, let's make ourselves at home.
I thought I heard some talking going on. Tell me, who are you, and where do you come from?
We come from the poppy fields, Water
It's
Beetle.
so hot there, that's why we decided to come here.
I'm pleased that you did. And the other beetles will also be delighted to meet you. Come inside. These insects are from the fields and are going to stay with us for a while. I think we should organize a nice party for them.
Oh, how exciting. We welcome you to the Villa Lufticus. How would it be if we gave them a party in their honor tonight, Rubitzal?
That would be lovely, Matilda. Now everybody say hello.
Listen to that noise. I can't stand it any longer. I'm going to find somewhere else to live.
We hope that our new friends will spend a very happy summer with us.
Yes, hooray! Then we'll always have such lovely things to eat.
Are we allowed to begin?
These are the berries I wanted to pick, but you said they were poisonous.
When you're hungry, everything tastes good, doesn't it?
Well, tell me, was it a good idea to come here?
And how? It tastes good.
Excuse me, but I must stretch my legs a little.
Pardon?
Oh!
Excuse me.
When everybody's had enough to eat, ladies and gentlemen, we'll begin the dance.
La 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 la, whoopsie daisy, whoop-a-pa, ooh la la, yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, but it's such fun to stretch my legs like this, ooh la la, yoo-hoo. Sitting at that fine meal at the table, even my shoulders were getting stiff. Ooh la 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 la.
What do you mean, stiff shoulders?
Oh, don't worry, Maya. Ooh.
Music, please, for our guests from the poppy fields. Musicians, play on!
Careful, Effie. Do you have to stand on every one of my 1,000 feet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never tried to waltz before, and I'm not very good at it.
Think we were right to come here?
But we must pull ourselves together. The beetles here are much more civilized. You know, I was really ashamed of the way we behaved at dinner.
Oh, we'll get used to them, and they'll get used to us.
Now watch me carefully, huh? There then, isn't that a wonderful ball?
Yes. Hooray, 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 hooray!
Don't say hooray, try for yourself.
Why didn't anyone teach us before? It's such fun! Our mother always says don't get dirty! You should just see yourself.
What's happening? What are you doing? Don't tell me you're playing in the dirt. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, stop it. Oh.
But it's fun.
I'm sure there won't be enough water in the world to make you clean again. Oh, children, did you really have to choose the muddiest place of all to play in? Now you come right home with me.
Oh, please, stay.
No, you can't.
Oh, she's strict.
Well, what's the matter with all of you? Your faces are hanging right down to the ground. What's happened?
Well, yes, there is something wrong.
I must agree, Alexander. Something's not quite right here.
Yes, I agree.
Well, and what could that be?
I don't know how to explain it, but from trying so hard to be polite, I've given myself a stiff neck. And what's even worse, I don't know what to talk to them about.
The trouble is they're so superior and smart that we can't get on with them at all.
We'll have to make a special effort. Things are not the same here as they are at home.
Yeah, so we've seen. But if you ask me, our home is much better, even if it sometimes gets noisy and even if we do occasionally have a heat wave.
One's home is always best after all.
You're right, my dear.
Maya, don't tell me you're beginning to get bored.
I am.
How long does your friend Alexander want to stay here then?
I don't know.
How about if we just went back right away?
That's what I'd like to do.
Yes? Well, let's get going.
But we can't just...
You got here all right, so you'll be able to get back. After all, you don't need to walk, you can fly.
That's not what I mean, Willie. I can't just leave Alexander here. What would he think of me?
If he wants to stay here, then that's for him to decide. You don't even need to tell him. You can explain it all to him later. He's sure to understand. I mean, he's such a wise mouse.
No, I'd much rather go and tell him the whole thing now.
Good. Don't let him talk you into anything, though.
Hello, you two.
Speak of the devil, there he is.
Oh, Alexander, I must tell you something.
I know what it is. You want to go back to your poppy fields with the rest of them. Have I guessed right?
Huh? Oh, yes, but...
Off you go, then.
Yes?
The others are going to be so pleased to hear this.
I'm so glad you understand.
It's quite natural. Everybody likes the place he's lived in the longest the best.
Yes.
Look, there it is.
Home, sweet home. We're so happy to be back. Oh, wonderful. Oh, friends, we're home at last. We should appreciate it. It smells so good.
Maya, I'm going to go off straight away and collect pollen from the flowers.
Me too.
Oh, it's so nice.
Let's see now. How does that old mouse saying go again? Wherever you roam, there's no place like home.
No place like home. Who ever heard of mice coming out with wise old sayings?
Oh, what an exciting adventure we're going to see next time. It's all about a piece of cheese that Alexander gets as a present and that disappears mysteriously. There's a frantic search. Everyone is under suspicion, the three beetles and I. The ant police come charging in and... No. That's all we're telling you now.